Growth Educator here. I grow learning beyond limits. We are in a learning series called The Dreamer's Details. This is a character study of the major characters in the book The Alchemist. This particular character study, Dreamer's Details, is all about figuring out the details that the dreamer needs to know in order to grow their lives beyond limits so that they might accomplish their dreams. This is the final character study. In this character study, this is all about the man, the alchemist. We've journeyed through this character study by taking a look at Santiago, understanding that he is the determined dreamer. We've journeyed through this character study and we've taken a look at Fatima, and we now know that she is the patient dreamer. We've taken a look at Melchizedek, understanding that he is the dreamer's guide. We've taken a look at the Englishman, and we understand that he is the head, the heart, and the hands of the dreamer. We've taken a look at the crystal merchant, and we know that he is the warning for the dreamer. And last but not least, we are on the alchemist. And we'll take a look at the alchemist and understand some life lessons from the alchemist, knowing and understanding that the alchemist is the dreamer's belief. Belief, man. Belief. Belief. Like I don't care what you want to call it, faith, belief, confidence, hope. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to get into, I love words, but I'm not going to get into the semantics of this. You know what I mean when I'm saying the belief of the dreamer. You know belief when you see belief. And if you don't know belief when you see belief, let me give you an example of belief when you see belief. The alchemist approaches Santiago in their first encounter, and the alchemist has a sword up to the forehead of Santiago. Santiago's running off because he had already gotten into some things when he was in the oasis. He's going and he's like, all right, well, I'm headed to the pyramids. I don't know how I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go and head to the pyramids. And then boom, the alchemist shows up. The alchemist talks to Santiago. They sort of get in contact with each other, and then they discover who each other is. And Santiago's like, "Hey, bro, like you should be going and seeing that guy, that Englishman." And the alchemist is like, I'm here, and I'm talking to you." And so he calls the attention to Santiago and is like, Bro, I'm here for you." And then some people come and they're going there's a war in the land, and they come and they see these two guys out in the desert, and they're like, dude, what are these two guys doing? So these guys, these war guys, they come and they're ready to take these guys in. And the alchemist goes ahead and he says everything that needs to be said about why they're out there. Santiago's like, why is this guy freaking saying everything like this? And all of a sudden, the alchemist offers all of of Santiago's material possessions to these guys. And the alchemist also says, "Hey, you know what? Take this boy's life if he is not able to turn into the wind. But if he does, let him be. Let him be. Let us be." And Santiago's looking at the alchemist like, "What in the hell are you talking about? Turn myself into the wind? I don't know how to do that." But the alchemist believed Santiago knew how to do that. And it is that belief that the alchemist had in Santiago that Santiago rightly should have had in his own self. But Santiago had someone who believed in him. And so, as time goes on in the book, it gets down to that moment where Santiago needs to turn himself to the wind, into the wind, and he does just that. Now, I haven't discovered the exact reason why the alchemist did this. I haven't discovered the exact reason what the wind is all about and the symbolism of all that. What I am stuck on in this text is the fact that the alchemist believed in Santiago enough to put his faith in Santiago. His very life and existence was in Santiago and his ability to turn himself into the wind. And sure enough, Santiago turns himself into the wind. We need somebody in our corner like that. We need to be that person in our own corner like that. We need to be in somebody else's corner like that, believing in people, challenging people to be more than what they are, and believing in ourselves and challenging ourselves to be more than what we are as well. The alchemist serves as an individual who believes. I'm sorry, man. I just get worked up from this one. This one gets me, and no wonder why the book is called The Alchemist, because he turns Santiago into a person who doesn't believe, from a disbeliever to a believer, and sooner than later, he Santiago ends up in Egypt by the pyramids, taking a beat down, hearing what he needs to do in order to find the treasure, and goes and finds the treasure, and then he's gonna go back and he's gonna be with his wife Fatima, his new bride to be Fatima, and you know it's gonna all happen because you know that Santiago has the heart for it. Believe. The dreamer has to believe. And that's all there is to it. This concludes the Dreamer's Details, a character study of the book of the called The Alchemist. It's a wonderful book. It's a book worth reading. Um, I'll put a link in the description for the book. I hope you have a chance to go take a look at all the other teachings on this book. I had a fun time with this book and a fun time teaching this book. Grow yourself beyond your current limits. Understand, if you're a dreamer, the details of what makes a dreamer an individual to move the dreams from just dreams into reality. Until the next one, grow yourself beyond your current limits.